Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode in the latest and greatest in Pokemon TCG news. This is the Poke Advisor podcast, bringing you the latest news in the Pokemon TCG and video game space. And today we're going to be doing a pretty interesting episode. We're going to be comparing the leaks. So, if you would not like to see any leaks from now on, I would recommend exiting this video. Before we get into that, I just wanted to announce the beginning of the Destined Rivals Elite Trainer Box giveaway. I'll be giving away this Elite Trainer Box at some point in the future. All you have to do is like, comment, subscribe, and you could enter for your chance to win a Destined Rivals Elite Trainer Box. And there will be more information about this trainer box as time goes on and we get closer to that Destined Rivals release date. Now, back to the leak. So we got these images, or we got these descriptions about leaked Pokemon that are almost basically confirmed true. And artists on the internet have done renders of what they believe the Pokemon will look like based on the description. So let's get into comparing description next to image and see if that holds true. So Mega Victreebel over here. We can move it. So this one. Mega Victreebel's brown vine wraps around its mouth opening, tying it shut. So that it looks like a giant bulging pouch tied off at a thin opening. So we see that pretty accurate. The leaf arms are much smaller, placed near the top of the bulging pouch. The leaf at the top stands up, becoming much bigger and spikier. So this looks like a pretty accurate description, doesn't it? I really like how this artist interpreted the descriptions. Mega Malamar is very thin. So do we have Mega Malamar here? We do not, but there are leaks of Mega Malamar. Maybe there's one in this thread. So Mega Malamar is very thin with a rainbow body ending in a single white part at the bottom, and very thin tentacles. It is hard to describe better. So I wonder if this is as accurate as the description goes. That would be pretty cool. I would love to see that in a card. So something like that. Pretty interesting. Okay. Mega Howlucha wears a black wrestling mask with gold highlights. So I've seen leaks of this picture before. Yellow feathers around its neck and a gold neck piece with black highlights. The mask's eyes are white and cover its eyes completely, so there are no pupils. The orange feather on its head are longer, and the crotch feather has gold trims like the leg boots. So we don't have that one in this picture. So let's see if someone took the image. So something like this really went from Rey Mysterio to Batman. Holy hell. This would look sick. I never really liked Howlucha, but drawing this made me look at him a little differently. Super excited to see this one. So there's a bunch of renditions. So he's gonna be black and gold basically. Interesting. That'll be pretty dope. Mega Scolipede is very cool. Starting where the neck rears up, the segments replace the red color with gray, keeping pink and black the same with turquoise highlights. It looks like it is wearing gray plate armors over its body, with turquoise pupils and lines across its segment behind its eyes, and extending up out of its horns. Oh wow. Starting where the neck rears up, the segments replace the red color with gray, keeping pink and black the same with turquoise highlights. It looks like it is wearing gray plated armor over its body with turquoise pupil and a line across the segment behind its eyes and extending up out of its horns. So that's pretty cool. It would be like a horse. Okay. Mega Excadrill. Do we have that here? No, we do not. Mega Extra has a silver plate on its chest and shoulders. Its head and arms each become a third of a big layered drill shape, orange on the outside and silver on the inside. When it puts its arms forward so that the third connects, you can't see its body behind the big drill shape. Haha, Digimon. That's kind of hard to describe. I don't think it looks like any of these. Oh, maybe something like this. Major Burrow looking Haven. Oh, that'll be dope. So it turns basically into a drill. Mega. So this one is no, not even this one. This picture doesn't have much. Mega Dragalge has two antlers which form trident shapes. The middle spokes of the trident are purple-pink orbs. So by the way, I would love to see these as cards. Its head shape extends to trail off behind it into 3 long and wide pieces on each side. Pink on the top with purple undersides, the kelp limbs become longer and more spindly. So maybe something like this. It looks like very, sticking to the aquatic theme. Drawing this was like untangling a bunch of wires. Hoping somehow that Clawitzer also gets a mega if these leaks are true, of course. Still taking everything with a grain of salt. I could see that. Mega Electros, pure electric, very hard to describe. The body becomes a straight tube with a line of yellow dots going all the way from the eye to the end. It curls back at the end, so the tail, which is all white, leans forward over the body tube. The 2 arms stick straight out on either side, becoming thin connectors to additional white tubes shaped like the body with colors similar to Dynamo. The arms face forward and have no eyes, but have fins coming out of the top and bottom with gold highlights. The front of the arm tubes have red rings, like the front of the body tube. Instead of a mouth, one arm has a gold plus set into a white background inside the red ring, and the other has a gold minus set into a white background inside the red ring. And yes, Mega Electros is the final new Mega Evolution. Oh dang. That would look pretty wild. I think the white, the color is kind of off. Maybe something like this. I could see this for sure. Okay. Well, that'll look dope. Yeah, I imagine something like this when I read the description. I see the vision, but boy, that was hard to vomit onto paper. I'm pretty confident that the arm cannon thing will look something like that if this description is true. I agree. Mega Skarmory, so that one we do have a pretty high detail picture of it. Becomes longer and pointier, so compare this to this. Everything silver turns bright gold, and it has red eyes instead of white. The horns on its head is longer, so this is going to be longer, and the top half of its beak is extended. Its wings have green, black instead of red underneath the gold, so green, black. Its talons become very, very long and thin. So this doesn't really show the talons, but it should be longer and thinner. Let's see if there's any fan renditions, so like something like this. Could totally see that. That'll look cool. I'm a big Skarmory fan, so I can't wait to see what that'll look like. Mega Chandelure is a much fancier 2-tier chandelier. Instead of having 2 light holders coming out from the sides of the curly shapes, a single huge tall light comes out from the front of each of the 4 or 5 curly shapes on the top of the level of a chandelier. The bottom level has 8 spokes with smaller lights. The light at the top of its head has a decorative crown shape surrounding it. So it'll look something like that. Or this. This will look cool. Or this. So it's easy to kind of muster out renditions of what we think Mega Chandelier will look like. And then Mega Starmie, I'm sure you guys have seen. Have y'all seen the leaks? Mega Scrafty wears a white hoodie that covers its mohawk. The hoodie is open in the front, making the sleeves drape off its arms, and there's extra fabric hanging from the back. Its pants are also white with rips across the knees, revealing its orange skin underneath, and an orange tail now peeks through the pants instead of being covered by them. So something like this, which I could see. That doesn't seem too far-fetched. Okay. Mega Drampa turns white. Is Drampa here? Yes. Turns the white cumulus clouds into storm clouds. All the white becomes black and gray. The 4 cloud bits on its head stick upward instead of drooping down. And its eyebrows look like commas. So you go to the side. Or, yeah, parentheses. It has Viking horns, as you can see. and a long black goatee. It has claws raised to strike, coming out of the storm cloud around its body. Ah, that'll look cool. So yeah, something like that. This will look cooler, but I'll just cross that bridge when we get there. I think these designs look very accurate, but too cool. You know what I mean? Like, I hope we get it. They look like that. Mega Phalanxes of Voltron made up of 5 phalanx. One arm is a sword and the other is a shield. So, let's see if we can find the artist rendition. Definitely not that. I don't think it's going to be that. I think it's going to be a shorter version. Yeah, something like this, basically. I could totally see that. Okay. Mega Frostlass, tall and thin. Oni horns on its head become a very long, pointed, and curved. Hair is long and flows down behind its head. Yucata has blue and purple lining at the base with star designs and a white snow cloud shape coming out of the bottom. Oh, dang. Naruto. So maybe something like that. So yeah, maybe something like this. This one's gonna be super cool looking. I try my best, but it definitely feels like the official one will look a lot cooler. At least they didn't break her jaw like they did with Clearly. That's true. Mega Dragonite has 2 big angel wings coming out of its head instead of the antennas, a blue orb near the end of its tail, extra angel wings above its arms, and extra angel wings on its heels like Terraria Hermes wings. And so we imagine it looking something like this, which I could see. So it gets more of the Dragonair look. Dragonairified. Barbarnacle becomes rock fighting, the brown becomes black, the thick limbs become much thinner. The hand face is in a rock on pose, middle 2 fingers bent at the horn joint, outer 2 facing up. Black spikes come out of both the upper and lower iceberg. Upper iceberg has many 8 to 10 thin tentacle arm coming out of it at various angles instead of 4. Fingered hands, the limbs have all black, 3 fingered claws surrounding the eye. Why would they ever give this thing a mega? So something like this maybe? Or that. It's probably the one I'm most excited to see. I've always loved Barbarnacle. Barbaracle, and his mega sounds like it's going to be badass. Had a lot of fun drawing this concept thing. I can see that. Mega Clefable, so we see that here. It has a pom-pom beret shape that starts pink and becomes white towards the top. The pom-pom is like a curly Q. It has enormous wings that stretch out behind it onto the sides, which are very simple, with a gradient from pink at the top to yellow green at the bottom. Oh, so this is pretty accurate. Okay. It's taking some inspiration from Mega Gengar, yeah. So a lot of people agree it's going to look something like this. Very cool. Mega Meganium, Grass Fairy, Mega Embor, Firefighting, Mega Feraligatr, Water Dragon. So Mega Meganium, 4 poofy flowers around its neck, completely hiding the neck so only its head sticks out of the topmost flower. Flower from head to body are red, dark pink, light pink, and white, with white highlights for the red and pink flowers, and red highlights for the white flower. Its antennas are longer and have a loop near the top. It's also bulkier, and its green legs flare out like pants over the white claws on its feet. Huh. Mega Embor resembles an ancient Chinese soldier. The flames around its head are much larger and more elaborate, with a black ornament decoration extending upward behind its head. It holds a spear entirely made of fire, pointed vertically. Mega Feraligatr gains a giant red crocodile head extension at the base of its neck that can rise upright, then snap or swing downward to shield its actual head. It develops 3 red spikes on each arm and larger spikes along its back. So these are pretty cool concepts for the stars. If the starters looked like this, I would probably have to go with Feraligatr. I really love that red shield on its face. Or Meganium looks pretty cool. Emboar, I'm just not too familiar with him. It had to be between the two Johto starters. Alright, and we will continue in the next episode. Hope you guys like that. And let me know what you guys think. Are you guys looking forward to the Mega Evolutions? And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks.